So, Sean, why did you choose to use the Nexus for the World Series?
It was easy to choose the Nexus for the World Series bowling, whether it was a solid or a pearl. Anytime you get a new toy, you're pretty excited to use it. And the solid has definitely given me an opportunity on every pattern to just blend it out. It gives me a great benchmark ball, whether it was a short pattern or a long pattern. I had multiple layouts and multiple drillings, and it was just an easy choice. When the lane started to transition on every pattern, the Viper, Scorpion, Chameleon, Shark, and even the World Championship, I was able to switch to a pearl and basically open up the lane and do what I like to do best, and that's move left and throw it right.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the layouts you have on your two Nexus Solid. You have one pin down, one pin up. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, start with the pin up. This is a 4.5. The hole is on the axis over here, about 4 5/8, 9/16 ups for me. This has been pretty much the benchmark ball every day. Starting right around the track area. The shorter pattern, of course, was a little farther to the right. This gave me an idea of how the lane was going to play front to back and left to right. As the pattern starting to get a little bit longer, I switched to the pin down, which is also right around 5 inches. The hole's down about a couple inches from my axis. This basically just got it to pick up a little bit sooner for me to blend the lane in itself out on the fresh. And when the lane started to transition, I switched to this pearl. It's basically the same layout as this solid, pin down with the hole down, and just moved left. And the biggest success this week for myself and even some of our other staff members on Brunswick was just getting the ball to roll end over end, not trying to get around it too much. And when you got the ball to roll end over end, you didn't see the ring and 10 pins. You got the 6 pin to go into it, and luckily for me, I was able to have the head pin take it out a couple times.
What are other bowlers saying about the Nexus? I mean, since you've been throwing it so well this week.
Well, anytime a company comes out with a bowling ball, especially our company, people get pretty excited. And when somebody has success with a certain ball, and most importantly, the independents come up to Chuck or Ray or Billy and say, "Hey, how can I get one of those?" And they say, "Well, we have so many, and you're on the list." So it's nice to have success with a new bowling ball. It definitely helps not just ball sales, but the staff members have a lot of confidence in what the ball's doing and scoring and whatnot. And you see the difference with both myself and Tom Smallwood, number 1 and 2 in the World Championships.
Can you explain or pinpoint anything specific behind your incredible run this week?
The biggest reason for success this week was just being mentally and physically prepared. I've been bowling all over the world, been very close to a W. You keep knocking on the door, eventually it's going to open. The more opportunities you have, the more chances you have to show off your skills and your talents and the bowling balls that you throw. And this week, it seemed like it was just a flash. The last couple of days started to get mentally tired, but with all the support from Brunswick and teammates, it was definitely easier to let it go as the days ran together, and less sleep and no food and all that good stuff. So without the help of those guys and teammates, it would have been a lot harder to do.
Do you think the Solid 9 and the All-In Challenge was the greatest gift of all, looking back?
The Solid 9 and the All-In was definitely a piece of motivation. You either make 45,000 or you make nothing. And I threw a good shot. Unfortunately for me, it didn't fall and give me a chance to throw another one to win. And for Tommy, it loosened his swing up for the week. Tommy still had a great week this week, but for me, it made me dig in and focus a little harder and just worry about myself. And everyone knows I like to watch the scoreboard and follow everyone, and you just can't do that in this week. There's too many great players, and everyone wants to see people do well and have success. But at the end of the day, you're by yourself, and you can only control yourself.
Now, everybody this week has been giving you the nickname Baby Jesus. What do you think about that?
Well, that's Chris Barnes' nickname, is Baby Jesus. So it's nice to be in that company, to know that things went well, but there's still a lot of work left to do.